What's up, everybody? It's Stephen A. Williams, president and founder of the creditrepairshop.com. And yes, I'm going to make a Santander update in this video because I get so many emails, so many calls that I want to try to do my best to answer them because it's totally impossible to answer everyone. And my staff is not because these are mainly not customers that are asking, and it overwhelms um, customer service. So I had them direct them to me, but I talk to as many people as possible. But I mainly want to answer them in the videos because it would just be it. Try to think about it. Try to call over 1,000 people back when you're already dealing with 1,000 regular customers that make hundreds of calls per day to customer service. It'd be very difficult. But Santander, they had so many customers in this subprime auto lending market. So many people were pushed through to get these Santander loans that it's just an overwhelming amount of people that are trying to get relief. And even with Santander, I could imagine even in their office, like they're just like, what have we what have we done? We made all of these loans, and now we made this settlement, and we got millions of dollars that we got to do either in giving people their cars and or making decisions on uh, forgiving debt. And there's thousands of customers in all these different states, like that, literally thousands. And if you really just pare that down, like, think about working in your office or working at your company, and just think of doing 1,000 tasks. Like, how long would it take you to get that done when everything has to be reviewed, every step of it has to be approved, and then every step of it has to be finalized? That takes a lot of time. And you might be thinking, well, why don't they just hire 1,000 people to do it? It don't work that way. It doesn't work that way because businesses are also in business to make money. So, but most of the people, when I either get the messages on YouTube or calls, it's if you got the postcard and you disregarded it. So let's just start there. They sent out a postcard. A lot of people disregarded that postcard. What you should do if you disregard that postcard is you should immediately call Santander and tell them that you lost your postcard and that you need your postcard because you need to put in the web registration number or the web registration code into the Rust website, which is the Santander multistatesettlement.com website. There's a spot on there. You put in that web registration code, and then that will, I guess, I don't know what happens after you get it in there. Some people have just logged in even without getting that web registration code postcard, and they logged in and their card was just paid off. Some people were not able to log in, and then they called Santander and they were told you don't have a balance anymore and the title is being sent to you for your car. Now that's that one category where people got relief either instantly or they got the web registration card. They knew they were in there. We also had people that called and said that they had called Santander, talked to the executive team, and they said that you are in the on their list for relief, but they did not get the card, or they probably misplaced the card, or they sent these cards out in the middle of when all of these election postcards were coming in the mail. So there was really billion, they said over 4 billion postcards were sent out from the election, And now you're throwing in some tiny postcards from Santander about the settlement, and people were just, maybe passing them over. If you talk to them and they said that it was being sent and they did not do it, you need to call them back and you need to tell them I'm on there and I need to get my web registration code. Or you need to get to the executive team and find out where you're at in the pipeline for relief. Also, remember that you still, even if you are in the pipeline to get relief, you had to continue paying on your vehicle. If you still have the vehicle, you had to continue paying on the vehicle. Now, let's move into the area of where people were told you're not on the list, you did not get a postcard, but you are being devastated financially by this Santander auto loan that you have. 25% interest, 26% interest. You've been paying for 5 years and you've only paid $1,000 off on the actual principal of the car. This is what you should consider doing. In the Santander settlement, what they agreed to, they say going forward, this is their words from them, not my words. Going forward, Santander cannot extend financing if a consumer has a negative residual income after taking into consideration a list of actual monthly debt obligations. Now, I'm going to stop right there. Going forward, so if you got your loan after the settlement was finalized, then you could say, if you feel that you're stuck and you feel that this was something potentially done to you, where, and I'll continue reading, where the, or basically what happened was the dealer, or you felt that someone modified or manipulated your application to be able to get you approved, that you can have a gripe with Santander and potentially either get the following: either get total relief, because you can put a lot of pressure on the dealer. Dealer does not want to lose their ability to make more loans. So you can put stress on the dealer, you can put stress on Santander. Get those two arguing about this. Get a copy of your original application if they can't get that to you. Or if they can, you want to review it to see if they change things to get you approved. But so your path for relief is to first, number one, try to push to get the top relief, which is your vehicle and the title. The next level of relief that we've seen happen with clients and seen happen with people that haggled, and you are going to have to fight to get this, is that you could try to negotiate either a discounted amount on your vehicle where they discount the principal, and then you have a new um, modified interest rate at a affordable interest rate with a payment you can afford. Or they may say we can't discount the vehicle amount, but we can modify your interest rate. And this goes totally into if you want to keep that vehicle. The other option, if you have some money set aside, and it doesn't have to be a lot, but it's going to have to be enough to at least get their attention, is to offer to do a one-time lump sum settlement on the balance of your vehicle. And but all of this has to be set up not by you just saying, hey, I can't afford it. It has to be fit into what they know and what they've admitted to was a problem with giving people these loans. The other part that you need to uh, push on is to say that you did not know that they were using an internal credit score to approve you for the loan. Your argument with that is that you could have potentially been approved with other people. They may say, no, you were not able to get approved with other people. And you could say, well, how do I really know when the dealer had incentive to move my loan to your company? And then they would say, well, we still gave you the loan. You could say, well, okay, well, if I was not able to get approved through these other companies, I want to see how I was able to get approved with you. this is how you can bag them into a corner, because they stated right here that either that not Santander, but some dealers were changing things around on applications to be able to get people approved. Also, some dealers were inflating people's incomes and deflating their uh, their expenses, and they were also doing what's called power booking, which is where they threw things on top of the car, which were really not on the car. It would be like saying we put these expensive tires on the car, but they're not expensive tires; they're just $99 tires. They did that to try to boost up the value of the car, because what they're doing is they're presenting a loan to Santander and saying, oh, you should take this loan because even if it went bad, you're going to be able to make a lot of the money back on this vehicle. So that's where a person would have to push. And if you find yourself in that situation where you're not in the 34 states, or even if you're in the 34 states and and there's claiming you're not on the list, this is the avenue that you should take. People have gotten relief from doing that, but you're going to have to fight. Listen to me. You're going to have to fight. If you don't fight and you're not willing to fight, you're not willing to push, you're not willing to make multiple calls, you're not willing to just go back and forth, you're not going to be one of the ones that get uh, relief uh, just point blank. You're just not going to get it. So you got to be willing to go toe to toe with them to get this done for yourself. So I hope that answers some questions. Please review this video. If you find yourself in the situation where Santander says you're not on the list, watch this video, because these are the things that we've told people to do, and they've been able to get relief. But the number one thing that you have to keep in mind is that you're going to have to fight to get that relief. You're going to have to get it in your mind that if what you want, you're going to have to fight to get it. All right. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel. Please post your comments. If you need help with your credit, please visit thecreditrepairshop.com. If you need your reports and scores, because everything starts there, please visit the number 3scores.com. I posted it right here on the video. And I would like to thank everybody for watching. This is Stephen A. Williams, President and founder of thecreditrepairshop.com. Thank you, and until next time.